Researchers from the University of New South Wales, Oregon State University, the University of the United Arab Emirates, together with support from Ignosi Research in Uganda, set out to design a program that pays people to conserve forests instead of turning them into pasture, agriculture, or charcoal. How much would they have to be paid? Would it need to be different across different types of forest ownership? And would they prefer payments offered once a year or spread out across a year? We talked to almost 1,700 people in villages with forests now and those that recently lost forests. Surveyors from Ignosi Research visited the districts of Kazo, Mubende, Kiruhura, Namasindwa, Bududa, and Luwero, where they randomly selected 28 villages, 20 households per village, and talked to one person in each household. We offered different prices and payment timing to each person and found that a payment of about 228,600 Uganda shillings per acre per year would induce exactly half the participants to participate in such a program. The participants were happy to be paid either once a year or spread out across a year, with payments made quarterly for every 3 months. Higher quarterly payments would be required for those who shared their forests with many other people. Participants in the central region were less likely to want to engage in our program unless they were paid much higher prices to join. In regards to different kinds of land ownership, Milo, customary, freehold, and leasehold, similar levels of payments could be used. Participants then played a no-risk game where they each had a forest and earned money depending on the number of trees they chose to cut down at the beginning of a round. One round representing a year in the real world. A profit margin payoff sheet reflecting real-world prices from cutting down trees was used to pay the participants. The higher the number cut down, the more the profit, until the cost of cutting down the trees exceeded the rate of selling the trees, resulting in less profit. For every 5 trees they had at the beginning of a new round, another would be added to the next round. The game was played until there were no trees left. Participants were then randomly sorted to play 2 other versions of the game. In one, a high-risk game, where marbles were drawn from a bag at the beginning of each round. If a red marble was drawn, the participant would be kicked off the land, making these participants insecure. In the other, participants played a secure game. They were offered a certificate to remain on the land at the beginning of each round before drawing a marble from the bag. If they drew a red marble and had purchased a certificate, they would remain in the game until the end. Participants with a certificate were secure. Participants with no risk to their forests took the least amount of trees. Insecure participants took out the most trees, and those with a certificate fell in the middle. We concluded that getting people certificates would encourage them to cut down less trees. Thank you very much for participating in our study and helping us learn more.